Good morning, guys. I just thought I'd get on here and rock and roll, huh? Try to encourage you guys again. These are tough days. I'll tell you what, we've reached a point in time, long ago, really. We do not have time to screw around. We absolutely do not have time to screw around. We have two sides of this thing going on, and that's those on the Christic line. If you're truly doing the work and you are truly evolving and ascending per se, things are getting lighter for you. But on the other side, things are getting darker. These dark ones are after head count. They know it's the end. They know their end is sure. Okay. I thought I heard something there. They know they know that their time of domination and control for part of humanity is over with. The gates are open. They can't shut them. Fail safe is enacted. Okay. They can't stop any of that. They cannot stop any of that. So now they're going after head count. So on one side, the deception grows, okay? And it's a false cold light, but deception grows. And on the other side, of course, people are bringing the new reality into their existence, into their reality. Okay, so there's a group of us going over here. Now the group heading into the new reality, they're healing. Okay, they're healing and they're doing the inner work. And through the inner work and through the process of becoming, okay, through the process of integrating into true teachings per se, the guardians, what they show us, integrating with that and beginning to embody those things, to embody source, okay, be in connection to source and embodying more and more source is a way to raise your frequencies, and that is key to be able to win the war within yourself, because the war is within you. Okay, and it only outpictures outside of you. And again, these guys, they want you to focus on the externals, and it's not in the externals, guys. There's nothing in the externals. That's only an outpicturing of what is inside of you. That's it. So if you want to change the externals or change your reality and how and what you are gaining victory over and what you're healing from and what you're rising above, what you're entering into, that's up to you, and it's all done from within yourself. The battle is within. Okay, you have to descend in order to ascend. All right. We have 2.5 years before the timeline split happens. We have to be on fire. We all have to keep our fires lit. And if you are just beginning the healing process, good for you. There's never too late to start. Okay. Keep going. Don't put your identity upon your wounds and blockages. Do not do that. You are not your wounds and blockages. Okay. You are literally divine love. You are divine peace. You are joy. You have self-sovereignty at your core. Everything else is blocking that. You have to go through the darkness and through your horrors to find that light. Okay? It is that darkness that you have to go through is smothering that light. It is smothering and taking the life out of you. You do not have time for that anymore. You do not have time. None of us have time to fuck around anymore. You don't. Okay, I don't. I don't have time to screw around anymore. Okay, and I've been dead serious. I am dead serious about my spirituality. I'm dead serious about my path. This is your path. What you see in front of you is your path, and there are highs and there are lows on that path. But this is your path. Okay, this is your contract. Going off of that path, and we all kind of veer every once in a while, and it's part of learning, but we got to stay on that freaking path. Okay, so keep your plasmas going. Okay, keep in connection to and communication with the guardians and with source. Okay, keep doing that for those of you who are in that spot. And whatever you're being taught at the moment, integrate with that, embody it so that it can go out. It can go out into the shield. It can touch everybody around you, because what you do on the inside will radiate and out picture on the outside, and people sense that. And it's through that you might energetically wake someone up or cause someone to ask questions that maybe they've never thought of before. They just come. Okay, this is a very, very serious work. So one person can change their world. One person can change all of this. But healing is key. The inner work is key, because it is how you raise your frequencies. Because your wounds and your blockages keep you down below the net. Okay, with the system of domination and control, the system of fear, they're always throwing something in there for you to fear. After a while, after you do the inner work for a while, you're not living in fear. You're living above the net. Okay, they could bring whatever they want. I don't give a shit. It doesn't scare me. I don't care. Fear left me a long time ago. Okay. But just keep doing the inner work. And, this is the end game. This is the end game. It is now or never. Okay? It just is. It's now or never. It's not a fear tactic. It is a fact. It is now or never. We have to leave the net. We have to leave our own bullshit and go beyond it and keep pressing on, or we don't. Now, from what I've seen here lately, the masculine and feminine are being heavily attacked. That shows that somewhere along the line, we're making progress. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We're making progress. Okay, we are moving forward, or you wouldn't be attacked. Now, at least in that sense, if you're going to meet resistance along the way, guys. Now, in general, after a while, they won't screw with you anymore. I'm rarely screwed with. But when I am, they give it a good shot. Okay, in the past 2 months, they've been screwing with me more than they ever have. Okay, but each time I have to raise my frequencies. I build my plasmas. I allow home to come down to me like in that conduit, and go from my head all the way down. I connect with source. I merge with source. And I release. You go through the elemental clearing rooms too, guys. Release everything that isn't you, because it's not you, and it's not your mission, and it is not your contract. Okay? All that false ego bullshit and all the false overlays that even the dark ones want to put into your mind, the thoughts that are not yours, are there to discourage you. They are there to to disempower you. They are there to make you doubt yourself. Okay? They are there to hopefully cause you to lose your focus. and meeting with home daily, meeting with home, and doing, certain techniques that help you, and focusing, and in a meditative state, whether it's waking meditation, because I do a lot of waking meditations, because sometimes I get kind of busy, but other times I have more free time. But I do a lot of waking meditation. I communicate with home all the time, on purpose, consciously. This is something that has to be done consciously, or kind of, right there. If you're busy doing something, in your heart, okay, it doesn't, as long as you're consciously doing it from your heart core essence. And that can take practice, it might take practice. Some people can just flow with that, and other people just need a little practice on that. It depends on where you're at in your journey. It's okay. It doesn't mean anybody's better than anybody or whatever, man. We're all on a journey here. But it's just like, when I wrote not too long ago, I think it was on my Facebook, or a comment or something. My daughter, she got attacked. Okay. And, in her room. She ran out of her room, and oh my gosh, she was shaking. She was shaking like crazy. And I went in there, and the presence in that room was so thick, okay, it could almost physically try to keep me out of there. And actually, it was almost like it was warning me to keep out of there. And I went in anyway. Fuck them. I went in anyway. I do what the hell I want. Okay? You're there. I don't have a master. And so I went into that room, and it took 2 hours. It took 2 hours in that room and the room next to it. And all I did was I just had a sweet communion and fellowship with Source and the Guardians. And I said the Declarium, I said the Elisa prayer, the energy exchange, with the Crystar. I just got really in touch with that. I meditated on those things, and I didn't pay attention to it. It's not about confronting it directly. Your frequencies need to confront those things directly. And in 2 hours, it left because it couldn't take the frequencies anymore. And I transmuted that energy, okay, into my strength. I didn't let that energy keep me down. As I was doing the frequency work and getting in touch with home, I took those darker frequencies, and I transmuted them, and I took them out of reverse spin, put them where they should be, and I took them as my own power and strength. And this was, but most of it was just that conduit that we have with Source, and you draw from that, and you go in, not vampirically, but you just, we're of him, we're of Source, so you could draw from that, and that they can't take that, and that's the way that you win this war for yourself and for others, because it runs out to other people as well. It runs through the human collective, whether or not you are human in here or not. Some of us came here to assist. Okay, the majority of the planet is human, has the human spirit, but so that's what you have to do. But that takes the inner work. That takes an inner relationship. Okay, between you and Source, you and the Guardians. But I'll tell you what, I have felt a heavy duty calling, and still do. And I have been going deeper, to go deeper, and I've been going deeper, and I plan on going much more deeper. It's a passion of mine. I have to do it. I absolutely have to do it. It is a passion of mine because I know this is reality. This is the life of the overcomer. The life of the overcomer is doing this inner work. And I'm just giving you generalities here, guys. The specifics, I can't tell you the specifics for yourself. I can't. I can't tell you the specifics of what's going to work for you specifically in healing. I can just give you a formula that works for everybody, but you take that formula and tweak it to yourself. But it's all the inner work, okay? But this timeline splitting is in 2.5 years. They're increasing the battle on their side. And we're being called to increase the battle on our side. Okay? That's what the upgrades are for. We get upgrades. These NAMI waves, these different upgrades that we get them so that we can step up our game. Okay? We do that to step up our game. Okay? Because this is it. This is the end game. The old is passing away for those who are on the Christic timeline. The old is passing away and the new is come and is coming. It's an ancient timeline. And it's going to part. So what you do with that is your choice. I know what I'm going to do with it. And I know what my Christic family is doing with it. So this is just some encouragement for you guys. Get warlike. Get down, dirty, and serious. Down, dirty, and serious with yourself. Okay? And with this whole thing, because it's time, guys. It's well past time. It is well past time. So, this is just some brief encouragement for you guys. I truly, truly wish you strength and peace. And I do send that throughout the shield. I'm going to make it a daily habit to send the strength and the power and the peace and these frequencies throughout the shield to strengthen it. And may we live in peace, guys. May we live in peace. And may we heal so that we obtain wholeness and then live in that. Love is a state of being. Peace is a state of being. Okay? Living in these frequencies is a state of being. And it's a battle to get there. It's just putting your energies and your focus toward that new reality, that ancient timeline that's here. Put your energy toward that. There's your path. Don't stray this way. Don't stray this way. Stay on your path and stay focused on that path. That is your contract. Your path is your contract. Your path is why you came. Your path is you. Okay? You are the true technology. The AI isn't. You are the true technology. You are living stargates. Okay? With this planet. The planet is going back. It is healing itself. It is ascending. And it's a slow process, and yet it's not. And so we need to grab a hold of this too and keep doing that. And like I said, if you're beginning on your path, keep going, man. Just start and just do it. Look at your wounds and your blockages head on. Look at them in the eye. Understand them. And when you understand them and when you realize that you are not your wounds and you are not those inverted thoughts and you are not those depressing emotions, you are not your numbness, okay? You are not those things at your core. You'll be able to embrace that victory, okay? So free yourselves. It's your birthright. And they're trying to tell you it's not. And they're trying to tell you you're weak. And you're not weak. You are not weak. Okay? So grab this bull by the horns and rip his head off. It is time. It is time. So, it is time to be in the state of being of peace, in the state of being in love, to master ourselves, to be in that relationship with Source. And we're all in this battle, guys. I'm not saying these things because I have it down, okay? I'm gaining ground every day. And I am in a certain point in my healing process where I can see these things. You know, the things that I am telling you is from experience. It's not from a book. It's from experience. This is experiential knowledge, okay? I spent my whole teenage years fighting for my very life spiritually, and I'm not kidding you. That's just my teenage years. That's just my teenage years. And that's just one aspect of my teenage years. That's not anything else. I went through a lot that I didn't tell anyone, and no one knows about. My family never knew about it. Okay? And I'll probably never discuss it with them. There's no point. But yeah. So, I'll tell you what, though, before I leave this planet, I will have had mastery. And even when you reach mastery, there's a whole nother journey that begins, because there are some things I have mastered. There are other things where I haven't. And there's no shame to that. No shame. And those of you who are beginning this journey, there's nothing wrong with you. You might feel that you suck. But you don't. Okay, you don't suck. You are valuable. You have dignity. You have worth. Okay, worth that you need to tap into and see for yourself, because I can say these things to you all I want over and over again, but you will never experientially believe them until you reach that point for yourself. And no one can do that inner work for you, and no one can heal you but you. You are the only one that can do this work. You are the only one that can rise to your birthright. You are the only one that can do this, okay? So let's do it. And you have the power to do it. Well, no, I'm too weak. No, you're not. You only feel that way, and that's a lie. Okay, you always have a step above your wounds. You always have just enough strength to start that journey and to look into those horrors and to go into your darkness and go behind there and find your light, because you are worth something. You are worth something. Okay? You are, at your core, you are powerful. You're powerful. Okay? So dig in there and grab a hold of that and rock and roll. And let's cast these dark ones right out of our lives. Okay? That's what all of this is about, raising your frequencies. That's how you gain the victory in this realm. That's how you do it, the inner work. And some people tell me, well, that's your path. No, it's your path too. You just apply it to your specific path. Okay, you apply it to your specific path. All right, this is all for every path. This is for every contract. This is for whoever you are. Okay, and this journey is my life. It's what I breathe. And I have to go. I must go deeper. And I must grab a hold of those things from deeper within myself. And but I will tell you this. You, along with me, are never victims. Never victims. I will not victimize anyone. And I sure as hell ain't a fucking victim. I'm not a fucking victim. I never will be. I'm a conqueror. And I am backed and protected by beings that you are literally, and I've seen them. I have freaking seen them. And I've merged with Source in a hospital before. And that's my home. I incarnated from there. But I'll tell you what. These guys, you are literally, these dark ones, there is no one in this cosmos that is prepared at all to deal with those entities as an enemy. Yes, they are unconditional love. But I assure you, this is the path of the wolves. This is the path of the conquerors. And this is in a high frequency sense, guys. This is in a source sense. That's how you conquer. It's not that low vibrational shit where you go out and you start slashing fucking throats. No, this is of a different kind, guys. This is being a warrior of a different kind. So that you can love. So you can love and show grace and kindness through your voice, through your heart, through what you put out there in your frequencies to other people, to let them have a taste of what they can possess for themselves. You got to possess this for yourself. And when you go out there and they feel a peace because they're around you, and they feel something heal, and they feel that love, not everybody will accept that. And there are some people that will despise you for it. I'm telling you, there are. But there are some out there that they're drawn to that, and they want to embrace that. So anyway, this is my encouragement for today for you guys. I truly, honestly do love you guys. I love you guys, and that's why I make these videos, just to encourage you, because these are tough times, and this isn't as tough as it's going to get. It's going to keep increasing. This war is only increasing, but there's going to come a point where here's that split. And the more the Christic line goes here, if you've been healing, if you've been preparing, and you, or even if you're starting that journey to make that change, to flip over and not be controlled in that system of domination, of control from these dark ones here, and you rise above your own wounds, and you rise above your own blockages, and you rise above the net, and you reconnect with Source. I'll tell you what, that is, and you live that way, and it is a lifestyle. It's not some ritual. It's a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. And yes, it is hard. And anybody that tells you it's a breeze, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. But I'll tell you what, my reality's changing every day. I see the new reality, and I'm passionate about it. But anyway, guys, I love you guys, and as I've heard in my past, I love these two phrases. But be empowered and be encouraged, guys. Be empowered and be encouraged, and embrace yourself. Find out who you are. Heal. Eliminate those wounds. Cast them out of your life. And it's a process. It's not immediate. Cast it out of your life. Go through that process. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time. And rise. Rise up, my friends. Because they are scared of you. You should not be afraid of them. They are scared of you.